Have you ever found yourself planning every outing based on the proximity of a restroom? Or worse, avoiding social situations altogether because of the constant fear of an unexpected incident? The silent battle of urinary incontinence is one that millions face daily, but it doesn't have to define your life. What if I told you there's a simple, natural solution that could help you reclaim your confidence, freedom, and peace of mind? Imagine waking up each day no longer feeling burdened by the embarrassment or frustration of leakage, no longer living in the shadow of anxiety. It's not just about bladder control, it's about regaining control over your life. In this video, we'll uncover a groundbreaking method developed by a renowned 80-year-old urologist that has already transformed the lives of thousands worldwide. This isn't about surgery, expensive medication, or overhyped fads. It's a natural remedy, backed by science and years of research, that could help you regain your independence. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why urinary incontinence happens, but also discover how this simple, affordable, and non-invasive approach can dramatically improve your quality of life. Stay with me, because this isn't just another promise, it's a proven solution. Together, we'll explore how you can strengthen your pelvic muscles, reduce bladder irritation, and avoid common mistakes that make incontinence worse. And for those willing to make a small change, I'll share a life-changing recipe, crafted with ingredients you likely already have in your kitchen, that has been celebrated for generations for its incredible health benefits. Take a moment to picture what your life could look like with this knowledge. Freedom from fear, from embarrassment, and from limitations. You owe it to yourself to take this first step toward living fully again. Let's dive in and uncover the secrets to reclaiming your life today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. This situation is not just uncomfortable, it's deeply disheartening, a constant reminder of a loss of control that can erode your confidence and limit your personal freedom in ways that feel overwhelming. Imagine, for a moment, the frustration of having to plan every outing around the proximity of a restroom, or the embarrassment of an unexpected incident disrupting your day. For so many, this daily struggle feels like an unyielding burden, a silent battle fought in isolation. But what if I told you that no matter your age or how long you've endured the challenges of urinary incontinence, there is hope. Not just hope, but a solution so simple it can be held in the palm of your hand, or, more remarkably, it fits in a single glass. The good news is that such a solution does exist. And it's not some overhyped fad or an expensive, invasive procedure. This life-changing discovery comes from a revered 80-year-old urologist, an expert who has spent decades in compassionate service, determined to alleviate the suffering of people just like you. Through years of research and an unwavering commitment to finding answers, this brilliant doctor developed a natural, non-invasive remedy that's as powerful as it is simple. It doesn't require painful surgery, doesn't come with the overwhelming costs of prescription medications, and has already transformed the lives of thousands worldwide. Imagine waking up each day no longer shackled by anxiety or the inconvenience of constantly worrying about what if. Imagine regaining the freedom to live life fully and fearlessly. Stay with me because I am about to share a method so unique and effective, it feels almost too good to be true. But it's real, and it's within your reach. This remarkable approach uses completely natural ingredients, carefully chosen for their ability to address urinary incontinence quickly, safely, and without side effects. You no longer have to endure the silent suffering or the constant planning that has taken over your life. You no longer have to feel embarrassed or powerless. Relief is closer than you think, and today could mark the beginning of a dramatic transformation. Before we dive into the details, I have 2 simple but profoundly important requests for you. First, take a moment to declare your commitment to change. Write a comment saying, "I choose to live free." This isn't just a statement, it's a powerful declaration of your decision to reclaim your life, to step out of the shadows of this struggle and into a brighter, more empowered future. Words have weight, and this small act could be the spark that ignites your journey toward freedom. Second, I ask you to pause for just a moment and think of someone else who might need this. A friend, a parent, a sibling, or even a neighbor who you know is silently enduring the same challenges. Share this message with them. Share the hope that they, too, can find relief. Together, we can create a ripple effect of change, reaching countless people who have been waiting, desperately, for an answer. So, let's begin. What you're about to discover is rare, precious, and potentially life-changing. It's not just a remedy, it's a second chance at living a life free of fear, embarrassment, and restriction. This could be the turning point you've been waiting for, and it's time to take that first step toward a future filled with confidence, freedom, and joy. Why does urinary incontinence occur, and what exactly is it? Urinary incontinence isn't just a physical issue. It's an emotional and psychological struggle that can quietly chip away at one's confidence and sense of self. For many, it brings a cascade of feelings, embarrassment, frustration, isolation, that are rarely discussed but deeply felt. If you've ever experienced it, you may have asked yourself, why is this happening to me? Is it just a random inconvenience, or could it be a sign of something more significant, something your body's trying to tell you? If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. In simple terms, urinary incontinence happens when the intricate system of muscles, nerves, and tissues that control the bladder doesn't function as it should. Think of this system as a well-tuned orchestra. When every part works in harmony, you barely notice its efforts. But when even one instrument falls out of tune, the disruption can be jarring, and incontinence is the result. While it might seem like just an annoying problem, the reality is far more complex. For many people, this condition is a daily challenge, a silent thief of dignity that impacts not just their physical health, but also their social life, relationships, and even mental well-being. The causes of urinary incontinence. A closer look. Urinary incontinence doesn't have one single cause. Instead, it's often the result of multiple factors working together. These can range from physical changes and hormonal imbalances to chronic conditions and the inevitable effects of aging. Let's delve deeper into the most common causes. 1. Weak pelvic floor muscles. Imagine your pelvic floor as a hammock, cradling your bladder, uterus, in women, and other organs. It provides the essential support that allows these organs to function properly. However, over time, this hammock can weaken. Life events such as pregnancy, childbirth, or significant weight changes can stretch these muscles beyond their limits. For women, the toll of carrying and delivering a child often leaves lasting changes to the body, many of which go unspoken. Men are not immune either. Prostate surgery and other medical issues can lead to similar weakening. When the pelvic floor loses its strength, controlling the bladder becomes an uphill battle. 2. Hormonal changes. Hormones play a crucial role in maintaining the health and elasticity of tissues throughout the body, including the bladder and urethra. In women, the sharp decline in estrogen during menopause can weaken these tissues, making it harder to retain control. For men, hormonal imbalances caused by aging or medical conditions like low testosterone can similarly disrupt bladder function. These changes often occur subtly, leaving many people blindsided by the sudden onset of symptoms. 3. Chronic illnesses and conditions. Certain health conditions can make urinary incontinence more likely, or worse. Obesity, for instance, places constant pressure on the bladder, making leakage more frequent. Diabetes, which affects nerve function throughout the body, can disrupt the signals between your brain and bladder. Neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, or even a stroke can make it difficult for the body to coordinate the complex process of bladder control. Living with these conditions is challenging enough, but when incontinence is added to the mix, it can feel like an overwhelming burden. 4. Natural aging. Aging is an undeniable part of life, but its effects can sometimes feel relentless. Over time, the muscles of the pelvic floor naturally lose elasticity and strength, while the bladder itself becomes less flexible. These changes make it harder to hold urine for long periods or respond quickly to the urge to go. For some, these changes happen gradually. For others, they seem to appear overnight. Either way, they can be deeply frustrating and serve as a stark reminder of the passing years. 5. Other contributing factors. Everyday habits and medications can also play a role. Drinking excessive caffeine or alcohol can irritate the bladder, while certain medications, like diuretics or sedatives, can make it harder to control. Even something as simple as chronic constipation can put added pressure on the bladder, contributing to leaks. The different phases of incontinence. It's important to understand that not all urinary incontinence looks the same. This condition comes in several forms, each with its own set of challenges. 1. Stress incontinence. This is one of the most common types, especially in women. It occurs when sudden pressure is placed on the bladder, such as when you laugh, sneeze, cough, or exercise. For many, it's these small moments that cause the most heartache. The joy of sharing a laugh with friends or the simple act of jogging becomes overshadowed by the fear of an accident. 2. Urge incontinence. Also known as overactive bladder, this type involves a sudden, intense need to urinate, often with little warning. The urgency can be so strong that reaching the bathroom in time becomes impossible. Those who live with urge incontinence may find themselves constantly anxious, avoiding long trips or situations where a restroom isn't easily accessible. 3. Mixed incontinence. This form is a combination of both stress and urge incontinence. It's particularly challenging because it requires managing two sets of symptoms. The unpredictability of urge incontinence paired with the physical triggers of stress incontinence can leave individuals feeling like they're fighting a losing battle. 4. Overflow incontinence. This occurs when the bladder doesn't empty completely, leading to frequent dribbling or leakage. It's common in people with diabetes or prostate issues and can be especially frustrating, as the feeling of never being empty takes a toll on daily life. The emotional toll of urinary incontinence. Beyond the physical symptoms, urinary incontinence carries an emotional weight that's hard to quantify. The fear of leaks and accidents can lead people to withdraw from social activities, avoid exercise, and even shy away from intimacy. It's not just about bladder control, it's about control over your life. The stigma surrounding incontinence often prevents people from seeking help, leaving them to suffer in silence. This silence can spiral into feelings of shame, anxiety, and depression. But here's the truth: you are not alone. Millions of people, men and women of all ages, experience urinary incontinence. It is not a sign of personal failure or weakness, but rather a condition that deserves understanding and support. With the right knowledge, tools, and treatment, you can take steps to manage it effectively. Taking back control. While urinary incontinence can feel like an uphill battle, it's important to remember that it's not insurmountable. There are solutions: pelvic floor exercises, dietary adjustments, medications, and even surgical interventions that can make a profound difference. The journey may require patience and persistence, but every small step forward is a step toward reclaiming your confidence, independence, and peace of mind. You don't have to let urinary incontinence define you. By addressing the underlying causes and seeking help, you can regain control, not just over your bladder, but over your life. You deserve to laugh freely, move without fear, and live with dignity. And with the right approach, that's entirely possible. Urinary incontinence, a manageable condition, not an inevitable consequence of aging. It's alarming how many people accept urinary incontinence as just another part of getting older, believing it's unavoidable and that nothing can be done about it. This mindset often prevents them from seeking treatment, despite the fact that effective, non-invasive solutions exist. Urinary incontinence is not merely a sign of aging. It's a condition that, with the right approach, can often be managed, improved, or even resolved entirely. The emotional and social toll of urinary incontinence. Urinary incontinence doesn't just cause physical discomfort, it has far-reaching effects on emotional well-being and social life. The fear of an unexpected accident can lead to deep feelings of shame, embarrassment, and vulnerability. Studies have shown that people with incontinence are up to 3 times more likely to suffer from anxiety and depression compared to those without the condition. Why? Because the condition often forces individuals to withdraw from the world around them. Imagine living every day in fear of leaking urine during a work presentation, at a social event, or even while walking down the street. This constant dread can lead to isolation, as people begin to avoid outings, skip family gatherings, or decline invitations to their favorite activities. For some, it means giving up responsibilities they once loved, such as volunteering or even working. Over time, this withdrawal chips away at confidence and fosters feelings of loneliness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The impact doesn't stop there. Persistent urine loss can lead to physical complications, such as skin irritation, rashes, and frequent urinary tract infections, UTIs. Left untreated, these infections can spread, causing more serious health issues. What begins as an annoying inconvenience can snowball into a condition that affects nearly every aspect of life. But here's the good news: urinary incontinence doesn't have to rule your life. Many natural and scientifically backed solutions can provide relief and restore both your physical health and emotional well-being. Avoiding common mistakes that worsen urinary incontinence. Despite how widespread urinary incontinence is, many people unknowingly make simple mistakes that exacerbate their symptoms. Fortunately, these habits can often be changed, allowing you to regain control over your bladder and your life. Below are some of the most common mistakes, along with actionable solutions. 1. Drinking liquids at the wrong time. One of the most common misconceptions is that drinking less water will reduce the urge to urinate. While it may seem logical, this practice often backfires. Restricting fluid intake causes urine to become more concentrated, making it acidic and irritating to the bladder. This irritation not only worsens urgency but also increases the risk of bladder infections. Solution: sip small amounts of water consistently throughout the day to maintain bladder health and prevent dehydration. Avoid drinking large amounts of liquid before bedtime to reduce nighttime disruptions and help you sleep soundly. 2. Consuming bladder-irritating foods and drinks. Certain foods and beverages are notorious for aggravating bladder sensitivity. Black coffee, tea, alcohol, spicy foods, citrus fruits, and artificial sweeteners can all make incontinence worse by irritating the bladder lining and increasing urgency. Solution: opt for soothing and anti-inflammatory foods like bananas, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens. If you love tea, try replacing caffeinated options with chamomile or fennel tea, both of which are gentle on the bladder. 3. Neglecting pelvic floor strengthening. Pelvic floor muscles play a critical role in bladder control, but they often weaken over time due to factors like childbirth, menopause, or simply aging. Without regular exercise, these muscles lose their tone, making it harder to hold urine effectively. Solution: incorporate Kegel exercises into your daily routine. To do this, imagine stopping the flow of urine midstream, contract your pelvic floor muscles for about 5 seconds, then relax for another 5 seconds. Repeat this process 10 to 15 times, 3 times a day. Over time, you'll likely notice improved control and fewer accidents. 4. Holding urine for too long. Many people ignore their body's signals and wait too long to visit the bathroom, whether due to convenience or habit. However, holding urine for extended periods can stretch and weaken the bladder walls, increasing vulnerability to infections and reducing bladder efficiency. Solution: aim to empty your bladder every 2 to 3 hours, even if you don't feel an urgent need to go. Establishing this habit can help maintain a healthy bladder and prevent overstretching. 5. Not managing your weight. Excess weight places additional pressure on the abdomen and pelvic area, worsening urinary incontinence. Even small amounts of extra weight can have a significant impact over time. Solution: focus on maintaining a healthy weight through balanced meals and regular physical activity. Low-impact exercises like walking, swimming, or Pilates are excellent for strengthening your core and pelvic muscles without putting unnecessary strain on your joints. 6. Believing medication or surgery is your only option. Many people assume that the only way to manage incontinence is through medication or surgery. While these treatments can be helpful in certain cases, they're not always necessary. Natural remedies and lifestyle changes often provide significant relief and long-term benefits without the risks or side effects of medical interventions. Solution: try incorporating natural approaches, such as dietary changes, pelvic floor exercises, and homemade remedies that strengthen the bladder and reduce urgency. Combining these methods with healthy lifestyle habits can lead to noticeable improvements over time. Reclaiming your confidence and control. Urinary incontinence is a condition that no one should have to endure in silence. It's not just a physical problem. It's a condition that affects how you feel about yourself, how you interact with others, and how you move through the world. But it's important to remember that it doesn't have to define you. By avoiding common mistakes, implementing natural solutions, and seeking support when needed, you can take back control of your life. Whether it's through strengthening your pelvic floor, making smarter food choices, or simply drinking water the right way, small changes can add up to significant results. Most importantly, don't let shame or stigma keep you from addressing the problem. You deserve to live confidently, freely, and without the constant fear of accidents. Urinary incontinence may be part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the final chapter. With patience, persistence, and the right strategies, you can regain the health and confidence you deserve. The special recipe to eliminate urinary incontinence naturally. Throughout history, countless cultures have relied on the healing power of nature to combat urinary incontinence and strengthen bladder health. One such remedy, a simple yet effective recipe, has been passed down through generations, celebrated for its ability to restore confidence and control. This time-tested formula uses humble pumpkin seeds, a nutrient-packed superfood known for its bladder-supporting properties. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, raw, unsalted. 1 glass of warm water, about 250 milliliters. 1/2 teaspoon of honey, optional, for sweetness. Method: 1. Place the pumpkin seeds in a blender. 2. Pour in the warm water and blend for approximately 2 minutes until smooth. 3. If desired, add the honey for a touch of natural sweetness. 4. Strain the mixture if you prefer a smoother texture, or consume it as is to retain the fiber. 5. Drink immediately to ensure maximum potency and freshness. How to use. When to drink. Consume this drink first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, to allow your body to absorb the nutrients more effectively. Duration. Initial phase. Drink this mixture daily for at least 2 weeks to begin seeing improvements in urinary health and bladder control. Maintenance phase. After 2 weeks, reduce consumption to 3 times per week to maintain bladder strength and reduce incontinence symptoms over time. Why this works. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. This recipe is not just another home remedy. It's a powerhouse of nutrients that directly target the root causes of urinary incontinence, weak pelvic muscles, and irritated bladder tissues. Here's why pumpkin seeds are the star of this formula. 1. Rich in zinc. Zinc plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle strength, including the pelvic floor muscles that control bladder function. A deficiency in zinc can weaken these muscles, increasing the likelihood of leaks and accidents. 2. Packed with magnesium. Magnesium is essential for nerve and muscle health. It helps regulate bladder contractions, reducing the sudden, uncontrollable urges that often accompany urinary incontinence. 3. Loaded with antioxidants. Pumpkin seeds are a natural source of antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation in the bladder and urinary tract. This can alleviate irritation and improve overall bladder health. 4. Supports hormonal balance. For women, the hormonal changes associated with menopause often contribute to urinary incontinence. The nutrients in pumpkin seeds, including phytoestrogens, can help balance hormone levels and support the tissues surrounding the bladder. 5. Proven to reduce urinary symptoms. Studies have shown that regular consumption of pumpkin seeds can significantly reduce urinary frequency and urgency, making them a natural yet powerful ally in the fight against incontinence. Additional benefits. Beyond improving bladder control, this recipe offers numerous other health benefits. Promotes better sleep by reducing nighttime urination. Improves digestion due to the fiber content in pumpkin seeds. Supports prostate health in men, reducing the risk of urinary issues linked to an enlarged prostate. Boosts overall energy levels, thanks to the high concentration of essential minerals. A simple ritual for life-changing results. Incorporating this recipe into your daily routine is a small change that can lead to profound results. Imagine starting each day with this nourishing drink, feeling the gradual return of bladder strength and control. It's not just about physical improvement, it's about reclaiming your confidence and freedom, knowing that urinary incontinence no longer dictates your life. Give this recipe a try. Stick with it, be patient, and allow your body the time it needs to heal and strengthen. Nature has provided us with the tools. We just need to embrace them. You deserve to live a life free from the worry and limitations of incontinence. This simple, ancient remedy could be the first step toward that brighter, more confident future. Now that we've reached the end of this journey together, let me ask you, what have you learned so far? Has something resonated with you? Perhaps a specific solution or habit stood out, or maybe you've realized how much power you have to regain control over your life. I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment and comment below. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you're going to put into practice? Is it a small habit change, the recipe we shared, or maybe a new way of looking at urinary health? Your insight could also inspire someone else who is facing the same struggles. If you found value in this video, please let us know by leaving a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing tips and insights. Together, we can continue empowering one another to live healthier, freer, and happier lives. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.